Balloonie and welcome to my very first episode of Balloonies TV. I'm so excited that you could join me today. It's a short, sharp episode, but I hope you're ready to get started. So before we waste any more time, I'm going to get you to stand up and we're going to have a little bit of a warm-up. Are you ready? Okay, all you have to do is make sure there's a little bit of space around you and copy what I do. Warming up is a great way to stay focused and start the day to get ready for whatever you need to do. So circling your hands, that's it, and your elbows. Back the other way. And I want you to bring your arms up and do a gentle twist. Gentle twist just like that. Keep your knees nice and soft. Take one arm across, wiggle your fingers, pointing your thumbs down. Excellent. Other arm across, wiggle your fingers, put your thumb down. Taking one arm behind your head, pulling your elbow down nice and gently and looking forward. And of course the other arm behind your head, looking forward. That's it. Stretching it out. Okay, shaking out your arms. We're going to take our chin to our chest and up. Taking our ear down to our shoulder, back to the center, ear down to our shoulder, and back to the center. Looking over your left shoulder, back to the center. Looking over your right shoulder, and back to the center. Okay, now that we're a little bit warmed up and ready to start, I want you to shake it out. Can you shake it out? Make sure you go all loosey-goosey, rolling your neck gentle. Making sure that when you warm up, you're nice and gentle with your body. We're just trying to get it ready to roll. Now I thought I'd start today's episode with a little bit of a hand-brained teaser. That's right, I can't even say it. That's how tricky it's gonna be. So just to get started, we're gonna push your hands together. Just warming up your hands. Squeeze them in and out, in and out, in and out. So are your hands nice and ready? Okay, I'm gonna come up nice and close. We're gonna be putting our hands together just like this. Pushing our fingers apart, and just with our index finger and our thumb, we're going to make a loop. Can you see that? Okay, we're going to swap those loops over like this. Can you do it? So one at a time. It's a tricky one. All right, let's try it one more time. So hands together, I'm going to put them facing down. We're going to stretch out our fingers a little bit. We're going to make two loops with our thumb and forefinger, left and right, and then we're going to swap them over. It's a little bit tricky. All right, shaking them out. We'll try something a little bit simpler. We're going to rotate our hands through, bring them up through our body, open out like a butterfly, and grab them again. Rotating out, open out like a butterfly, and bring them in. Open out, rotate like a butterfly, and bring them in. Shaking them out. Now if you got that, great job, because they're not easy exercises, especially for little fingers. I'm just going to just gently shake them out. I've got one more thing to do. I want you to put your hands on your hips, and we're going to just gently roll our hips around, stretching out our back and hips. That's it, back the other way. Now that we're ready to start, I'm going to show you one of my favorite things in the whole world. I literally traveled the whole globe to find this thing and learned how to use it. So I can't wait for you to show it. It's a little bit of a magic trick. Are you ready? Ta-da! That's right, it's a hula hoop. Hula hoops have been found all around the world in history for centuries and perhaps even millennia. They first found images of hula hoops being rolled along the ground with sticks in ancient Greek times, and they are terrific and throughout our culture here in Australia. Now, hands up who can hula hoop. Can you hula hoop? I know some people have a little bit of trouble, so today I thought I might give you a little bit of a crash course on how to hula hoop, and if we have time, a couple of extra tricks that you can play with at home. Would you like to learn? Yeah? Now if you don't have a hula hoop, don't worry, you can still practice along because there's lots of fundamentals that you can practice without doing the hula hoop. Alright, now it's really, really important. There are two ways that you can hula hoop. Number one, and I see a lot of people doing this, You can go the crazy fish method. Now the crazy fish method looks a little bit like this. I know, it's a little bit ridiculous. Or you can do what we call the tummy tuck method. So to do this one, all you need to do is take your finger, point it up to the sky, and stick it in your belly button. No, I'm being serious. Take your finger, point it up to the sky, and stick it in your belly button. Yeah, okay. Now the reason I've got you to do that is because I want you to imagine that there's a little coin, like this big, sitting on your belly button, side on, just like this. Can you see it? All right. Now with the hula hoop, we're going to be drawing a circle around the outside of that coin. And we use this method and call it an isolation. So it looks a little bit like this. Can you see? I'm pushing with my tummy in and out, drawing a circle. Did you get it? Great. Too easy. Now, once you get the idea with going around the middle of that circle, you can move that circle anywhere all up and down your body. And this is where we call it being an isolation. So that can be moved all the way up the column of your whole body. And it might look a little bit like this. So I'm going to move that circle up to my chest and then up to my neck. Are you ready? Okay. So, pushing the hula hoop, we're going to push it up around that circle. That's it. And all the way up. All the way up to my neck. See where the circles? Now I'm still using a little bit of my other body to help push it around, but that's where you can start getting the energy of the hoop. Just remember, finger, belly button, circle, pushing that circle around the edge of the coin that you're holding, pretending to hold in your belly button. Okay, now a couple of other things that are going to make your hula hooping lots easier. Start with your feet, hip width apart, same width as your hip, and keep your knees and legs nice and soft, but still straight. When you have your hula hoop, you're going to put it up around your waist, that's it, and you're going to hold your palms open. So you're making a circle, just like that. You're going to hold it at your back, and you're going to give it a big push, wind up, just like this. So you're going to, I'm hula hooping to my left, you may hula hoop the opposite way, so remember to switch it up or just do what feels good with your hula hooping. Okay, so big push and circle. Pushing your tummy, try and draw that circle. I'm going to go turn around in a circle so you can see my back. And that's all you need to do. Start off with aiming for 10 seconds and see if you can get all the way up to a minute. Hula hooping is something super fun and easy. Now, if you don't have a hula hoop, you don't need to spend lots of money to get one. I'm going to put in the show notes quickly how to make your own hula hoop. And if that's not your style, where you can get good quality hula hoops around Western Australia to support local businesses. Now, last thing, a good size hula hoop comes up just above your hip. It can be bigger, and remember, the heavier the hula hoop, the tends to be the easier it is. But if it's small and light, it's going to be quite tricky. So, hope you have a wonderful day. I've been Poppy Balloonie. You've seen your first Baloonies TV show episode. We've got lots of things coming up, and I can't wait for you to join us. So, stay tuned for our next episode or 5-minute activity, and I'll see you out there. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.